another YouTube video. So just recently I did an edition of weird stuff that I own. So I thought maybe it was time to do its counterpart series, the weird stuff that I've made series. It's been a little while since I've done one of those, and I really like doing these because, as most of you probably know, I make, most of what I wear. I make a lot of what's in my house just from like random shit that I find around, and it's really cool to be able to do these videos and talk about each thing individually and give it its own little piece of time here because, I'm sure that my friends in real life are damn sick of hearing me talk about me yesterday and asked me if I wanted a dead squirrel that he found in his snowbank. So this is the headpiece that I made myself for my 2021 birthday dress, I want to say. There's a whole video. If you haven't watched the video, go watch it. If you have, congratulations, yay, because I love my birthday dress videos, and that also means you've probably been here a while watching my ridiculous channel and the ridiculous things that I make. But anyway, there's probably some new people that weren't here in 2021 or people that haven't seen this headpiece yet. And I don't think I specifically talked about how I made it. Anyways, it's been a while since I made that video. So here it is. La, 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 la. I get a lot of compliments when I wear this headpiece, and it has done some cool stuff. So, like I said, it was made for my birthday dress, 2021. It was also in the Dark music video for Nightmare that he asked me to be in, which is fantastic. Go watch that video if you haven't. And also the behind-the-scenes video of Dark Nightmare, where they fucking called the cops on me while wearing this at a local church. Twice. I wore my birthday dress up there to do some filming for that music video, and they fucking called the cops on me and Jessica 2 times. It was not a good time. Anyways, so here's this headpiece. It's really interesting. I wonder if you can tell what it's made of. Can you tell what it's made of, anybody? Any guesses before I start talking about this? You're going to be surprised. So this is mostly made of knitting needles and anchor wire, which is also called All Around. You can buy it at the hardware store. So just on the sides here, this stuff with the holes in it that you can see, that is All Around. You can buy a huge wheel of it at the hardware store for like $10 or something. It comes in like different metals, whatever. So I just bought a headband from a local craft store that I thought I could sew to. It was kind of like a braided metal, whatever. It was like $2 or something. I bought this anchor wire, and I got these knitting needles from the thrift store. So I spray painted everything black, obviously, and then I just got some thin gauge black wire and just started like wiring everything together. And these are pieces of old rosaries up here, obviously, and these are just some crosses that I picked up at the thrift store here and there. And then this filigree piece in the background is a piece of a necklace that I found at a thrift store. So yeah, I just got the necklace, put it together, rosaries, glue, wire. So this is mostly wired together and then also held in place with strong glue. It was an interesting build. I haven't built anything like this before or since. And I put it on my head, and then I discovered that it was too wobbly. It didn't want to stay on. Also because I'm bald. That's part of the problem, right? So it's like, so to stabilize it, I ended up adding, and I know you can't really see on her because she's silver, but this silver glitter chin strap that goes underneath and holds it on there. And there's a black one. Hang on, let me see if I can turn this around. There's a black one right here on the back as well. So that one goes around the back of your head. That one goes under your chin, which I could change to beige or something more like less obvious, clear elastic if I wanted to. But I'm like, whatever. The silver under here actually doesn't look bad. So I really like it. I know this is terrible. So I'm going to put this on the table and film it for you better up close. But this headpiece has been through a lot with me. I drove to Quebec with this thing on my fucking lap the entire way for like a 10-hour drive. Wore this in a fashion show in Quebec. It's been through a lot, and it's done some really cool stuff. It's a little bit dusty because it's been sitting around for a couple months without use, but I'm going to show it to you up close. Okay, so I actually decided to film it in the red velvet sofa where I was sitting instead because it wasn't showing up that great on the white enamel embalming table. So anyway, that's just a feather neck piece that was made at a different time that I just put on the mannequin. That actually has nothing to do with the headpiece. But here it is. So she's wearing a wig, obviously, but there's the chin strap underneath. And then if we go up here, these are all the different, so that's the necklace from the thrift store there. Then this actually, when you wear this actually sits like on your forehead. The mannequin is just not proportioned correctly for this headpiece. So close up. Focus camera, focus, there we go. So that you can see it's just anchor wire, and then I just wired it together all the way around. And I just spray painted the knitting needles black with like a metal spray paint. Forgive the dust. Like I said, it's been sitting around for a couple months without me wearing it. Then I just swagged like a rosary off here, used some industrial glue to like put those crosses on, and boom, that's it. This was actually a really fun and interesting build. I hope I get to build something like this again sometime soon, because that would be really cool. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed hearing about this ridiculous headpiece, which is now back on the ground. Let me pick it up. Hang on. Ah! And you know what? This is something that I really love talking about because this shows you can make really cool shit out of almost nothing. Like knitting needles from the thrift store, a couple of broken rosaries and crosses, and like some anchor wire from the hardware store. And wire. So what? And then I just fucked around and made this because I think it looks really, really neat. So when you go out shopping at like thrift stores or whatever, don't look at things for what they are, look at them for what they could be. Because my brain gets all kinds of crazy ideas from like random shit that I find on the ground. You know, like you don't need specialty supplies to make a lot of this stuff. You can just Mad Max it out of like whatever and like nobody would ever know. Like, did you know before I started talking about it that this is made out of knitting needles and anchor wire? Probably not. And if you did, that's amazing. Good for you. Then you have a brain like I do. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe to my channel, if you haven't already, that would be amazing. If you want to follow me on any of the things, I have all of them. We're going to link them all down below. Go watch the video of Dark Nightmare behind the scenes and my birthday dress 2021 if you haven't seen them already. Let me know what the coolest thing is that you have made for yourself out of like found materials. I'd be really interested to hear that in the comments. And I think that's it. Like, subscribe, follow me on social media. You can buy me a Ko-fi if you want to, ko-fi.com/madamabsinthe. I hope you love this, and I will see you around for the next edition of Weird Stuff That I've Made. Bye-bye. She says it too. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone.